Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a look inspired by the gorgeous and timeless Angelina Jolie. Sometimes I get told that I look like her and I think that's a super big compliment. Really, she actually just is one of those people that just kind of pulls off that no makeup look all the time. She always looks stunning. Her skin always looks flawless. So I kind of wanted to do really natural Angelina Jolie glam. So she always has really beautiful, natural looking skin. It's always very dewy, very gorgeous, perfectly clear, no blemish. I don't think I've ever seen her with an acne or a blemish spot on her face. She does have a very light contour. I think her jawline and her cheekbones are just so beautiful that she just doesn't really have to contour so heavily. She doesn't overdo it with a highlight or the blush, just very beautiful, natural looking skin. She definitely kind of brought back the cat liner in such a beautiful way to where she kind of lifts her eyes. It's kind of like this ascending cat eye. It starts with a small line and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it really does lift the eye upwards and it looks stunning. She always has really stunning, just really arched brows, and I think that really works for her face shape because she has such a square face shape. So her arched brow just really helps kind of bring everything in together, and it looks so harmonious and so beautiful. She also has these really beautiful big lips. You can just apply a little lip contour or a lip liner and a lip balm and you get the perfect Angelina Jolie pout. So we're gonna go ahead and begin now. For this, I'm not using that many products. I'm actually gonna start with a very light but beautiful foundation. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, and I actually don't have my color here, so I'm gonna mix two. This is the light medium, and this one is one of the dark ones. The sticker came off. We're just gonna go ahead and mix the two. I just mixed the two colors together. I really wanted to make sure that it matches the skin. And now I'm just using this stippling brush. This is from RMS Beauty, and I actually used it in my masterclass, and I kind of just fell in love with it. I think I got it from Beautylish. Great brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the Maybelline Fit concealer. This is in shade medium, and I'm putting it underneath the eye. I don't want to highlight too much. It's just a really natural highlight. I'm just gonna blend it out with a brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and set with a little bit of powder. I'm gonna use the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D. I'm just gonna go ahead and use that to set everything. I'm going to use this Chikutu, I don't know how to say it, Chikutu brush. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this color here. Use a small amount under the eye. I don't want to put too much. A little bit on the chin. I'm actually gonna go along the jawline here too to kind of make this look a little more square. She does have a larger forehead, but it works really well with her. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with very, very, very light contour. I'm going to use the same palette I was using before, the Shade and Light palette, and I'm gonna grab this very light color, and I'm gonna first start with the nose. I'm taking my brush and I'm actually dusting any excess product on a towel. I want a really small amount of product. And I'm gonna start with the nose first, and I'm going from the eyebrow to the nose. My nose is a little bit slim, so I'm going along the nose. I'm not going on the nose where I normally go. I'm going along the nose. And I'm trying to shorten my nose as well here. And because her nose is just shorter than mine, I have a long nose, I'm contouring the bottom here, which helps shorten the nose. Just going to use that Chikutu brush I had before and just blend that in inward to make sure it looks a little blended. I don't want the marks to show too much. I'm now going to kind of emphasize the squareness of my jaw, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that same color, and I'm going along the jaw. I'm really going really strong here in the corners. She literally is like stunning. I'm gonna take a little bit of that contour as well, and I'm going to contour the hollows of my cheeks. Normally what I do is I'd go from the inner ear to about right here, but I'm actually gonna go downward because it's just the shape of her jaw that she has kind of a little bit more of like a pronounced jaw area right here. That just is kind of masculine, but it works for her really well. And I'm grabbing a beauty blender. This is dry, but it's okay because I want to apply a lot of product here. I'm grabbing a nice generous amount of that lighter color here, and I'm going to emphasize the jaw even more. Putting a little bit on my chin as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out now. Go away, powder. Okay, now that we've brushed that away, I'm going to move on to the lips. I'm just gonna add a little contour there. And I'm going to use, again, the same palette. Medium color again, mixing the medium and light. Just kind of emphasize this middle area here. I'm gonna grab a finer brush and I'm gonna use that middle color only. And I'm just kind of aligning the lips really lightly. And what this does is it kind of gives the illusion of like fuller lip on top. I'm gonna use a little bit of this product, the lighter color, to highlight this area as well because she has a very pronounced lip area. I'm actually now going to do the lip first just because I really want to make sure the balance is right in my face. So I'm just grabbing Trendsetter from Huda Beauty lip contour, our lip contour, and I'm going to start with the upper lip. And I'm just starting with this area right here because I really want to make sure that everything is balanced out. Just a very pronounced cupid's bow, so I'm actually not spending too much time shaping that out. I'm just going over the cupid's bow. The lip looks very strong right now, but that's totally okay because it's the only thing that I have on my face. I'm just going to lighten that up a little bit with some foundation. I'm literally just pressing in the middle of my lip. I can use a little bit of this juicy shaker to make it glossy. Have a little bit of like a sheen. We'll finish the lips in a minute. We'll move on to the eyes first. I'm using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I am just gonna go ahead and shape out the eyes just a little bit. I'm going to get, I wanna use just a little bit of shadowing in here. So I'm gonna use the Sandalwood, which is this like bronzy color. And I'm just coloring on top of the lid right here. I don't want too much product outside of the lid. I'm blending that out. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of that shadow as well, and I'm going to put it just underneath the eye. And we're going underneath here. Just a small amount. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Tarteist Pro Tarte Liner, and I'm just applying a small amount on my Beauty Blender dish, which is kind of covered right now. And I'm just using a very small brush. This is from Bobbi Brown, and I'm creating that ascending cat liner. So I really want to lift the eye here. So the reason why I'm actually using this liner is because I really do want very precise application, but then I want it to be blended at the end. If I was going to use a liquid liner, it would be kind of a little too harsh. So I want this to be a little blended at the end. You can see as I'm starting to kind of blend out those lines, it gives you this like kind of shadowy type of cat liner, which is perfect for Angelina Jolie. To make this a little bit easier, you can just make, you can just kind of do like kind of small dots and connect them. So instead of making it like a really harsh line, just kind of dabbing the product on with the very tip of the brush. So we have a little bit of an ascending cat liner, so I'm just going to start blending this out in the edges. I don't have any product on there, I'm just using the liner. This is making it a lot less harsh. I am going to go a little bit inward, so into the very inner corner here, because Angelina does have really long eyes. I'm going to use a little bit of a mascara. I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I just like how black it is. It doesn't need to be a fancy mascara because I am going to apply lashes. I am using the Harmony lashes from Huda Beauty, which are perfect for this look. Basically, it is kind of like these pieces. They're not like Giselle cut into pieces. They're really pretty, but they are very, very natural. I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue here on the cap, and I'm just gonna kind of use pair of tweezers to rub this around in the glue. And I'm going to then apply this on the edge here. These lashes are awesome because you don't really need to do anything. You don't need to measure, you don't need to like pull and wiggle or anything like that. And they're so great for anybody because they're pieces. So they're perfect at giving me that lifting kind of effect that I want. I'm just gonna apply another one here. I have two pieces off, which is giving me a little bit of a lift. I don't want to go so far in, so I'm just going to take one more pair or one more piece here, and I've used basically the 3 last pieces, and I'm going to apply that one on the eye, and I'm pushing this piece down a little bit. Okay, I've applied the lashes. I'm just letting them sit before I apply mascara on top of them. I do want to push the inside down and the outer pieces up if possible. So I am going to just lastly do the brows, and her brows are super arched. So I'm going to use the Dior Sourcils Poudre. I'm not even sure if I said that correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the arched area. I want to emphasize that. And I want to push that up. She's a very defined arc. Totally not an Instagram brow at all. That's not how I'd normally do my brows, but I am putting emphasis on the arc. I'm just kind of using whatever colors on my brows to blend it inward, so it's really soft in the front. I'm just going to take the lip liner and draw a little bit of a shadow in the center of the lips, and drawing a few lines here as well. Just going to use a little bit of bronzer. This is the Victoria Beckham bronzer, which I love, and I'm just going to use a small amount to finish hollowing out the cheeks. And this is the final Angelina Jolie inspired makeup. It's a really natural look. It's not a lot of makeup at all. It's more kind of like that ascending smoked out cat liner and really just kind of really natural contour. Of course, emphasizing the jaw. That's really, really important. We did also contour the lip area. That's kind of important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you guys subscribe. Let us know if you guys want to see any other videos like this down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.